Let us spend few moments to appreciate the beauty of this tree with the scarlet flowers, and you can see the fruits also, which are pod-like. And this is the tree which I often find here in Bangalore. I am Dr. Sas.Biswas of Dolphin PG Institute, teacher of dendrology, speaking about some of the very ornamental trees and of dendrological importance. As you can see here in this flower, this looks like something like coxcomb. Yeah, this is how comb, and this looks to be a you can say the crest, or this is something like that. Looks as if that's a coxcomb, or that matches with some pretty fowl, or the hen or cock. And this is so interesting. The flowers of this particular tree, well, I must tell you, this is called Argentinian or Uruguayan coral tree, and the flowers of this tree is national flower of Argentina and Uruguay in South America. So that's the origin of this tree. This is called Erythrina crist-galli, and Erythrina, but because of erythros is a red color, and crist-galli, and galli comes from Gallus, genus Gallus of fowls, or jungle fowl, or say domesticated fowl, or hencock, and that's why this is called crist-galli. But Erythrina is one of the most common name, and here these flowers are pollinated. I've seen, as you can see here, by bees, insects, and the birds. Oh, look at this, how it has entered into it. The bees too want to pollinate it, but sometimes the bird pierces here for its nectar, and the flower is, pollinated. And let's go with the further diagnostic. See the pot. As the fruits become mature, it goes on becoming curved, and it has got the 3 leaves, as you can see here. And it's a pinnate, or you can call it tripinnate, or the trifoliate. So that's how it looks like. Let me go closer to the tree. Look at this bark. The bark is very cocky. You can't remove it. Let me try. I did it. It's quite, you can say peppery, thin, but at the same time absolutely dry. And when we see its blaze, it looks like this. But this make the tree, fire resistant. So, and then when the branches are cut, particularly for those trees which are grown in avenues or in the garden, branches are coming, there's a formation of knot. So the whole branch has become, and here you can see the cambial growth to, repair his injury caused by the removal of these branch, this is what is known as KNOT, knot. Typical of that, what I do speak in my dendrological class. And look at this. So it can be bone dry, and you just see here, and in urban landscape, when it doesn't get much of the anchorage, and there is a peripheral wall, so the whole tree becomes bent, as you can see here. So if I take you slightly back on this tree, and you can just see here, and this is how it appears. This is bent over that. So now let me show you what we do see in a flower. Say the fall off once the pollination is over, but I find most of the fallen flowers, they do not have the young pistil intact. So that's how. Now let's go further closer. You'll find it has got a triple, and so this is called rachis, and the petiole, or you can say the common petiole here, and this much is you can say rachis. So that's what I taught also, and this is called peduncle, or you can say even of the flowers also, that's also called peduncle, as you can see here. Let me show you. Is a racemose, and the peduncle starts from here, and there is a very less. So you can just see here. So here I am holding the peduncle, and the older flowers at the base, and the younger flowers at the tip. And then what I do, I just open it. Now the flower has got 5 petals, or corolla is having 5 petals. So 1, 2, 3, and then this one. These are 2 here. This is called keel. This is called a standard petal or vexillary, and these are the wing petal or alley. And here there are as many as 9 number of stamens joined, and 1 of them are free. So, and that makes it the typical of flower of Papilionaceae, or Leguminaceae, particularly of the Papilin, what we call Fabaceae in general, but this is a Papilionaceae. So you can just see the one of the stamen is free, 9 are joined, and so that means 9 plus 1 make 2 groups, and that is why that is called diadelphous. And you just see here the keel petal. So, and then here, I should not forget to tell you, the sepals, look how they're sepals, they are all united, and with on the top of the pedicel. And here you can just see here, this portion, in which the ovary and other portion remain there, and it is acquiring the color of the petal, so we'll call it petaloid sepals. Now we come to the fruit. Fruit, you can see, is a pot with seeds arranged on margin, and when it ripens, it looks like this. The pot has got the fistula. You can just see here. That looks typical of what we do see in the fruit of Acacia species, or Acacia fistula, Acacia javanica, and other species. And then I take the seed. Look how the seed. These are considered to be the viable seed. And you can see the hilum, and here deep brown, and thick. So for germination of this seed, you need to put in the hot water for 12 hours until the seed swells up, and then you germinate, and that will grow. And you can shift it in within a week or 10 days. Look at the bud and all. So this is what it shows, the inside of the flower, or the dendrological, or you can say features, or diagnostics. And here with the mention that we require this plant to be saved from over plowing over cutting. Look at this. This is almost dead. That one, but they're giving the shoot. So that means it shows that we can go for this stem cutting for propagation. And look out here, let's say, and this one came up, and it's going up and must be flowering on the other side. So to describe his bark is corky and deeply fissured and dry bark, longitudinally, vertically, or you can say rectangularly arranged, and dark in color. Inside that's what I showed you, is a pale white color, and look at the formation of the note here. So until this cambium grows here, this cannot be healed up. So that's in brief about the dendrodiagnostics of Erythrina crist-galli, or you can say Argentine and Uruguayan coral tree, and the flowers are the national symbol, or you can say national flowers of Argentina and Uruguay in South America. That's all for today.